Alex.
Hey, how's it going?
Dude, what the fuck was that shit, man? Holy shit, man. You're fucking going insane, dude. I love it, man.
Awesome, dude. Glad you like it.
Hell yeah, dude. Dude, you are live right now on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation Radio, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm just hanging.
Fuck yeah, man. So tell us, man, fucking... Oh, shit, I hear a little bit of an echo, man. You got the speakers going?
Oh, yeah. You want me to just... Yeah, I'll turn it off.
If you have headphones, it's probably best. Okay. There you go. Yeah, perfect, man. So, fuck yeah, dude. Fucking Medusa's Requiem, man. I was just telling the people in the chat room, like, just the other night, I was watching Clash of the Titans with my son, because they're learning about Greek mythology this week in their class, and so I wanted to show them that movie because the original, not the remake.
Yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, the '80s one.
Yeah, dude, that's the shit that I grew up on, man. Fucking, but yeah, when I listened to this record, that was the first fucking track that I fucking played because it had Medusa in it, and just immediately, man, I'm like, whoa.
Honestly, that's fun because it was pretty much like inspired by that movie.
Hell
somewhat.
Yeah.
I mean, I had the idea, like, I thought it'd be cool to write a song about Medusa, but that movie's, like, I love that movie. I love the effects and everything, so
yeah, it
was kind of an inspiration, for
it. He was watching it, he's 10, right? And he's like, that looks photoshopped. I'm like,
I know, yeah.
This is old, like, this is way old. But at the end, he was like, that was the greatest movie I've ever seen, man. I was like, hell yeah, see?
I like the old effects, man. Newer generations might, they might want the CGI, but I kind of like the '80s cheesy shit,
Yeah. Well, there was something creepy about like the way that the old, I don't know what they were doing, like claymation, I guess is what it was. A lot of it.
It was a claymation. I mean, it definitely takes more work, or it took more work when they used to make movies like that. They'd like put all the pieces and shoot and then change it and shoot again. I guess that's claymation, right?
Yeah. Like all those characters in that film were fucking insane. Like Medusa, the Kraken, the fucking Calibus, man. Fucking.
Yeah. The Kraken, that was cool.
Hell yeah, man. So tell us about Helms Deep, man. Like, how did this whole thing come together, and how long have you guys been doing this?
So this was for like I guess like 5 years prior or something. I started writing a bunch of power metal stuff, and I don't know, I had some friends back where I lived in New York at the time, and I was going to try and do it with them, but they didn't really work out. I ended up moving out to Colorado, and I don't know, when I moved out there, it kind of all like, I just started writing a lot more and like finishing songs, which is, I guess I just wasn't able to do that back with my schedule in New York. I just could never like finish stuff. But when I moved out there, I had some more free time, so I was able to like complete everything. I had the whole album done as far as the writing stuff, and I was just kind of like on the lookout for people to play with and make it happen. I tried meeting some people out there who like at metal shows and stuff, but I don't know, nothing really stuck, But I ended up going to see Raven one night. I was talking to the Gallaghers after the show, and I was asking him about Mike, and I was like, dude, he's crazy good, So I was talking to Mark about that, and he put me in touch with him, and we were talking. He liked I sent him the stuff. He liked it. I did have a different bass player that I was like going to have do it, and he was like, no, man, you should just have John do it. And I was like, would John really do it? I didn't even think, because I figured he was busy with Raven, but he, made that connection happen. I'm like, hell yeah, dude, of course I would have to get John in. I mean, he's like one of the best bass players I've ever seen live, really, like in that genre. So definitely wanted to get that. That I was super excited about that. And then yeah, you know, we just recorded. It took about it took like a year because they had a lot of touring to do throughout it. But oh yeah, and they were recording the new Raven album too. Like I think they recorded the new Raven album in the middle of us recording Helms Deep, which was pretty crazy. But I don't know, it was my sort of first go around with like the way they were recording and doing all this stuff. Like I had to get some shit for you know, my basement, because like I recorded all the stuff in my basement. John recorded all the stuff in his basement. Mike recorded everything in his basement. So yeah, it took some working out for that on my end, because I'd never done it that way before. But yeah, that's pretty much how it went down.
That's cool as hell. I mean, yeah, I was going to ask you about the Raven connection, because, yeah, when Brandon hit me up from Nameless Grave Records to do some promo for this, I was looking over it and checking everything out. I was like, whoa, this has 2 people from fucking Raven in it.
Yeah.
That's fucking, like...
I figured that would turn some heads, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was probably, I feel like it was probably, like, confusing, you know. Like, he's like, whoa, where the hell did this come from? Like, it's like a side project, you know. It's kind of what it is. I mean, it was sort of my thing, but they, you know, they wanted to do it, and I think it came out awesome, you know.
Oh, hell yeah.
Couldn't be happier.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Very, very fucking cool, man. And your vocal approach, dude, is fucking awesome, dude. I'm a huge fan of shit like, you know, like Rob Halford and fucking King Diamond and stuff like that. I love those fucking high-pitched screams, man. You know? Yeah,
me too. I'm a huge King Diamond fan. Obviously a huge Priest fan. Maiden, all that stuff. So, well, I don't know. I figure power metal, I'm like, you got to have that.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're in there, dude. You're in there, man. You're doing it. Like, this fucking shit is good, man. You're really good, dude.
Thanks. Appreciate it. It was, you know, kind of weird, like, figuring out, because I mean, my whole life I just played guitar. I never really did vocals until, like, I think 4 years ago or something like that. I started doing it. I was like, I think it was in my car trying to sing Priest, and I was like, oh shit, I can kind of do it. You know, like, I just kept working on it. Obviously alone, never letting anybody see that shit, but...
Well, I'm glad you're letting everybody fucking hear it now, because it's fucking good, dude. You're, you know, like I said, man, you're doing it, man.
Awesome. Fucking glad people are liking it.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So, what were some of the songs that you were singing, man?
I think I was trying to sing like Painkiller, stuff like that. All, you know, a bunch of different, like Diamonds and Rust, like all the. I like I think I really like 70s Priest more, but at the time I was like obsessed with Painkiller, so I was trying to sing like that. Yeah. When I first ever tried to sing, you know, and I was like, oh, I can kind of do it. It's crazy, and I just kept like recording it and shit, and you know, never letting anybody see it until like I knew it was good, obviously, but.
Jesus, man, that is a hell of a fucking learning curve right there. Like, to start there, you know, like, fuck. But I mean,
yeah, right. I guess so. Yeah, never would have expected it.
But like, yeah, like, I mean, hell, why not? You know, just shoot for the fucking stars, man, and just fucking go there, and that's cool, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. I just try to do like my favorite kind of stuff. Like, if I couldn't do it at all, I would have been like, honestly, I was thinking about getting somebody else to sing, because I was like, I don't really want to, but now I'm like, you know, fuck it. I'm used to doing it. So, and that's just what it is. That kind of gave the band its own original sound too.
Hell yeah. Well, it's this record has been getting some fucking pretty good fucking reviews, man. I'm seeing it all over the place. I saw it the other night on Sarah's fucking she was doing a review of the new Sirith Ungol's fucking record. She threw a shout out to you guys on there, man, on Banger TV, which I thought was awesome. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was really cool. I like that channel a lot too.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people fucking watch that shit too, man. So
that's great.
Very good.
Just want definitely as many people to hear as I can get. You know.
Fuck yeah, man. So what's in the books for you guys next, man? Like, what kind of plans do you guys have coming up for the future?
Well, I honestly, like, we've got. I mean, I've got the whole second album written, so I'm probably trying to figure out how to start getting that tracked and everything. But I don't know if there's anything. There's no real talk of like touring or anything right now. But I don't know. We'll see down the line eventually, probably. Yeah, we're gonna do some live stuff. But
this would be really cool to see live, man.
Yeah, man. I know it would be a lot of fun to play it. Like, you know, it's just some kick-ass stuff that it's not much of it around anymore. So I'd love to be, you know, part of keeping that going.
There needs to be, man. Like, you know, people. Yeah, man. People like you gotta fucking carry the torch, man. Keep it going, man.
Yeah. Sure. Proud to do it.
So how did you get hooked up with Nameless Grave Records, man?
Yeah, I don't know. We were kind of like I originally was just gonna like release it because I talked to John and Mike. I was like, can you guys like, I don't know, do you guys like know a label or whatever? And they were like, I don't know, like, because Raven has their label, and I was like, I don't know if like they're just gonna take this without like ever hearing, or if they're gonna have time to listen to it. So I like put it up on Facebook, and Mike was like, no, take it down, because I think like labels won't want to sign you if you like self-release it. And I was like, oh shit. So I took it down, and then I don't know, I was talking to like some of my friends who were like Russ from Satan. Like he was telling me that his band Tanith, they got picked up by Metal Blade by putting it on Bandcamp. And I was like, maybe I'll try it, because I guess record labels, like, they just like to listen through Bandcamp stuff all the time to find.
Oh, hell yeah, they do.
Yeah, so I was like, maybe I'll try that, because I emailed a bunch of labels, but nobody really got back to me, or eventually they did, but it took like forever. And you know, I was sort of looking to just like for like a distribution thing, nothing, you know, I don't want to like sign them rights to the, you know, ownership of the music over or anything like that. So yeah, basically put it on Bandcamp, and then Nameless Grave like hit me up that day. It was crazy. It was really awesome. Really fast. I was like, oh wow, I should have just done that from the start probably, but
dude, that's so awesome that you bring up Bandcamp, because you know what? I talk to so many fucking bands, and I'm always like, there's so many of them that don't have a Bandcamp, you know, and they'll fucking come at me with their Spotify and their Apple and everything, because I guess, you know, because that's automatic through DistroKid or anything else that you go through. It just pops up over there. But Bandcamp itself is like its own thing. But there's a lot of bands that don't know about it. Like, it blows my mind. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah, you got it. I mean, I don't know for other styles of music. I don't know, but it looks like for metal.
Oh, dude.
And this kind of stuff. Yeah, you need one. You know, like, that's just what everybody looks at. Because you guys called me too, or emailed me the same day too. It was like you and Nameless Grave both at once. I'm like, oh, perfect. that was easy.
Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. There's just something about it. I mean, it's a cool platform, but I mean, you know, it gives you everything that you need right then and there. You know, like nine times out of 10, when I'm talking to a band and I'm working out what to do with them, if they have a Bandcamp, I can just go there and pretty much grab everything that I need, and it's all in place already, like the way that it needs to be, and it just makes it simple. So it's like, you know, if it makes it simple for me, then I know it makes it simple for a lot of other people too, you know, and I try to tell everybody that, because I'm like, you know, fuck, man, like, just put it on there, dude.
You gotta have it. I mean, yeah, it definitely makes it easy, because you can just, like, people can just, they can buy your music there, they can listen to it, share it, like, it's all in one spot, you know. And then, you can sell your merch, like, and I mean, it would be one thing if like nobody looked on Bandcamp, but it looks like that's just what everybody looks on. So you should definitely have your music on Bandcamp.
Yeah, especially all the, you know, like you said, like record labels, a lot of journalists, people that work at magazines and stuff like that, they all fucking check that out, man. Like, they all go there first. That's where they go.
Yeah.
You know, it just is, man. I mean, it's a good fucking thing, man, and it's free to use. It doesn't cost anything to put it up on there.
Yeah, exactly. It's free. You collect like all the money from it too. It's not like, you know, Spotify or whatever paying you pennies. So that's good. That's always nice.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was seeing. I was just seeing some posts the other day. Like, I guess they're saying something about they're gonna stop paying fucking bands that aren't really getting that many streams or something. Like, they're contemplating doing something like that. And I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
What does it even fucking matter, man? Just, you know, everybody's put their shit on fucking Bandcamp, sell your merch there, sell everything there, you know, fucking. You can still use Spotify and YouTube and all that other stuff for free advertising, but
exactly.
Just drive them to some place like Bandcamp where you can make some money, man. Get some
like Bandcamp, I think is like that's where people are gonna like want to go and support you straight up. YouTube, it's gonna be more like I mean, you could still like we have a YouTube channel. We got like 50 subscribers. I don't know, but I'm like, you know, people reshare the album and stuff on other channels that get a ton of views. So it's like people that's just how people are going to hear about it. And you know, if they really like you, they want to support you, they'll go buy a T-shirt or something or buy the album.
Yeah.
On Bandcamp, that's where they go.
For sure, man. I mean, like, I don't know, it was a few years ago, I had never even heard of Sciortino. And I didn't even know who the fuck they were. And I was listening to Spotify in my truck, and I was just listening to some fucking random fucking thing that it put on. And one of their songs came on, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I pulled over, and I fucking gave it a heart, and I saved it. And I was like, I got to remember that when I get home. Check it out. And I got home, and I looked them up. They're on fucking Bandcamp. They're on Metal Blade. I looked them up, did an interview with them, talked to them. But, like, that's how, you know, and I bought some shit from them, you know? So it's like, it works, you know?
They're awesome, man. Yeah.
It does work. It's just, you know, in a different way. But,
you know, it's just the product, like, of the times right now. It's just kind of how we got to do it. Like, you know, I mean, I guess this kind of music, it's kind of lucky because people still collect like CDs and records, so you get some revenue from that. But I don't know if any of us are really in it for the money. You know what I mean?
Even cassette tapes, man. Like, I buy cassette tapes from bands on Bandcamp because I feel like, you know, it's cheap. You know, it's like a lot of times you'll see a band that you like on Bandcamp and they'll be selling a cassette tape. And it's like $10. It's like, you know, I'm probably not going to fucking sit there and put that in my cassette deck every day, but it's something to put on my shelf and be cool to look at, but I'll get the digital version too, which I can put on my phone and carry with me wherever I go. So it's like, you kill two birds with one stone, you know?
Definitely, dude. I mean, I love listening to tapes and records. I like a zillion records. So I mean, I always buy tapes because they're just cool to have, like a physical copy, you know, with the vinyl sleeve. You can like read about stuff in there, you know.
A vinyl, of course, is the best. Though. I mean, you know, you get the big fucking picture, and you can, you can pack all kinds of cool stuff in there. You know, bands put. I've gotten records where they put patches in there, they put stickers in there, posters and stuff, like all kinds of shit, you know, and that's cool too, man.
Yeah, dude, I love it. I mean, it's just my favorite way personally to listen to music because it's just like, you know, it's like a physical needle scraping a piece of vinyl, like that's just something about that is cool to me.
Yeah.
I mean, CDs are great too, though. A lot of people love, you know, a lot of people like CDs because they don't get damaged as easily. But something about like an actual needle scraping against shit and then sound comes out of it that's always been cool to me, you know.
There's something mystical about it, man. You know, I'll tell you, man, it goes all the way back to when I was, dude, I think I was like 8 or 9 years old, and I was at my cousin's house, and he was he had seen that I'd been watching MTV and I'd been listening to all these hair metal bands and stuff at the time, and he was like, dude, you got to check this out. And he put Iron Maiden Number of the Beast on this record player, put the needle down, put the headphones on my head, and he was just like, just listen to this. And you hear the little crackles and pops and stuff, and then the fucking music starts, and like that really just... Ever since then, that was like one of the moments where I just was just obsessed with fucking metal.
Turning point.
You know?
Yeah, definitely a turning point.
And so
I think hearing Maiden was definitely a turning point for me too. They were one of the first bands that got me into like. I mean, I don't know. Before that, I always liked thrash stuff like Celtic Frost and Metallica, Slayer. And then Maiden just like changed. I was like, oh, there's this, like definitely I just didn't know at the time. I was like, I don't know, maybe 13 or 14 or something when I started finding out about that stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. Speaking of that, man, tell us about your influences. Like, what are some of the other bands that you listened to when you were young that really got you going?
Yeah, so guitar, I mean, I don't know, I have a lot of guitar influences, probably more guitar influences than vocal influences, but probably started, I think Zeppelin was like the first band that made me like start playing guitar. I was like, heard it was like How the West Was Won or something, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know you could do that on guitar. Before that, I played guitar, but I was playing like, Yankee Doodle and shit. Like, I didn't know you played like Jimmy Page. So that switched it up. Then I got in. It was just on from there. I got into Sabbath, Purple. Those are probably my favorite, like my big three influences to start. But then, I don't know. I got into so many different guitar players, dude. Like, I started listening to like even a lot of I listen to like stuff that ranges from metal to fusion, like Mahavishnu Orchestra, and like Genesis, like Steve Hackett, Peter Gabriel, Genesis, ton of that stuff, dude. Like, I love 70s music a lot, and then it got me into 80s music. So that's probably there's like literally too many to list. I could talk to you about it probably for hours.
Man, and the sound of those records too from the 70s, dude. I got a bunch of them, man. Led Zeppelin originals, man. Sabbath, Deep Purple, all of that shit, man. And it still sounds fucking so good. Like, some of those records are older than I am, dude, and you can still put them on, and they still sound like it feels like you're in the room with the band.
It's awesome, yeah. It's cool to have like an early press too. It's like you get to hear what it sounded like. You get to hear like what they were listening to, or how it sounded to people like in the 70s when the album came out. So it's like you're getting that exact experience right there. It's pretty sick.
Man, speaking of sounds, for all the gearheads out there, can you tell us, give us a rundown of like some of the gear that you're using, man?
Yeah, so let's see. I mean, all the Helms Deep guitar stuff was recorded with. I mean, I have a Gibson Flying V, like a white one with gold hardware. It's got two. What does that one have? That one's got a DiMarzio pickup in the neck, and like a PAF rip-off in the bridge. And then I pretty much did it all into a DI, like through a preamp, just into my computer. And then we reamped Lasse Lammert. He's got his studio in Jersey. He'll kill me if you heard me say that. Germany. So he reamped a lot of my stuff, all my stuff. He reamped John, so he's got like incredible amplifiers. He helped me design a lot of the tones on there. Vocals. Let me see. I used the Signal Art U47 clone. It's like way cheaper than the real 47. Way cheaper than the real U47. And Signal Art does an insane job. It sounds exactly like a U47, which is what I think John uses a real one that he's had since like the 80s, but that is a sick mic. So I pretty much did that into the same preamp, through my what do you call it? What do you call this thing? MIDI interface into the computer. That's pretty much it. It wasn't much. I didn't really use any pedals or effects, any of that. That was all Lussa working magic in the studio. But I mean, I obviously told him what I wanted. Like if I wanted flanger or something like that, I'm like, put flanger, and he would just make put the sickest flanger ever on it. So wasn't too tough. I mean, these days you can pretty much record a professional record from your basement,
it's cool,
and just reamp it into a studio, Yep. But I don't know. I'm thinking the next album we might do something different. That's just a little more real amps at the exact time, being recorded as you're playing. So, because I like to react to the amp, and it makes me play differently.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know, man. There's nothing like standing in front of a fucking stack and feeling it, because you feel it. It's different. It's not just hearing it. You feel it, man. You feel the fucking movement of the air.
Exactly. You play different stuff. It's not the same. I mean, I think this came out I still play pretty cool stuff on this one, even though it was all I recorded through a VST, basically, that just took my DI signal and sent it over, and he reamped it and played what I played out of an amp and recorded that. But it would probably be I probably would have played different stuff if I was actually playing through a JCM 800 or something like that.
Well, it sounds great, man. And I gotta say, dude, white fucking guitar with gold hardware is always just a fucking knockout right there, man.
That's my favorite. I mean, I got a ton of guitars. I love Les Paul, SG, that stuff. But I think I play that guitar the most.
I just bought a Les Paul not too long ago. It was some music shop that was having a blowout sale, man. And they had this purple one, and I was like, I just gotta go check it out, man. I went down there and played it, and before that, I only had an LTD that was like a Les Paul copy, style. But there's just something about an actual Les Paul, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's heavy, you feel the weight. And I know a lot of people are like, no, it's too heavy, fuck that, man. I actually like that. It feels because I don't know, it just feels like you're playing a big fucking heavy piece of wood. And it
is. I think it's part of why they sound so good. I think just everybody should have a Les Paul at some point in their life, Yeah. It's such a sick guitar. It's one of the original great guitars.
You got to, man. He's such a cool dude too. The history of that dude, and what he did for music in general, just the whole fucking thing. He didn't just create that guitar. He also created pretty much multi-track recording too.
Yeah, he was crazy, and he was insane at guitar too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. You watch those fucking old videos of him playing, dude. I don't even know what the fuck style that is. It's just
me neither.
It's insane, man. It's what the fuck is he doing? But he just
it's like rockabilly on crack or something. It's crazy.
He's just going nuts, man. But he was doing it, man. He was feeling it.
Yeah, he was just great. He was innovative, in every way. He built the sickest guitar, and he learned how to play it in one of the sickest ways ever. It's hard to top.
Yeah, I mean, I know there's so many different guitars out there that you can buy, man. There's so many different styles, so many different fucking makes and everything, and they're all cool, but there's just something about that original fucking thing, man. Yeah, when I sometimes just sit here and look at it, I'm looking at it right now, and it just catches your eye, and just man, that is a serious fucking piece of I don't know.
Yeah. Art, equipment. Yeah, it's definitely, man. I mean, a lot of the new new stuff, like they pretty much copy, like, you know, it's always some variation. Like even the Flying V is just like a variation of the Les Paul or SG. Even the SG is like a variation of the Les Paul. You know, like they all kind of have it, or you know, the other guitars like are a variation of a Strat in a, you know, maybe a different body type, but you know, and then there was like Eddie Van Halen combined, like he put single coils and humbuckers in one guitar, so it was like a mix of the two. So people just kind of went crazy after that. But those two guitars, because I also have a Strat, but I didn't play it on this album. But it's just because I love Richie Blackmore. I was like, I gotta have a Strat too. But yeah, I don't know. I never got into like the combination of the two. I either pretty much go humbucker or single coil. Like I don't have any guitars that have both. But it's cool if you do, you know.
Yeah, mine don't. Mine are just humbuckers, but they do have the push pull fucking thing where it switches it to. Gives
the
you
Peter Green thing.
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's like a tone curve or something. I think that's what Jimmy Page's guitar had too. He had that push pull pot.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, it's cool stuff.
Hell yeah, dude. All right, man. Well, I guess I'm about out of questions for you, man. Is there anything else you want to let the people know?
No, man. Thanks for listening. That's all I can say.
All right, well,
we'll be coming out with some more stuff soon.
Where's the best place where they can go to support you guys, man?
Support us, Bandcamp or YouTube, like our YouTube, I guess. Like if we get a bunch of subscribers, maybe they'll give us like ad money. But probably Bandcamp or Nameless Grave is where you can buy the record. And then, you know, there's some more merch up there, like patches, flags. I think he's doing tapes and CDs.
Yeah, he's got all kinds.
Oh yeah, T-shirts. Yeah,
he's got all kinds of bundles and stuff that you can get too, man. So it's definitely cool.
Yeah, he's doing he did the Die Hard bundle. I think those are almost sold out.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, man. Well, you know what? I'm telling you right now, dude, I believe this record is going to be on a bunch of end of the year fucking lists. I know they're coming out soon. And
yeah.
In my opinion, it's going to be in there, man, for sure, man.
That's awesome, man. I hope so, and I'm glad people are, enjoying it. That's all I want.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, before I let you go, can I get you to make us a station tag real quick?
What's that?
Whenever you're ready, say something like, "This is Helms Deep, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio."
Okay. This is Helms Deep, and you're listening to Metal Devastation Radio.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right, man. Well, thanks a lot, Alex, for taking the time to talk to us. I really appreciate it. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to blast some more Helms Deep for these motherfuckers so they can go crazy, all right?
Awesome.
All right, man.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
We'll talk to you later, brother.
All right, see ya.
Cheers. There you have it, folks. Helms Deep live on the Zach Moonshine Show with Metal Devastation motherfucking radio. Like I said earlier, you better put your speakers in your fucking windows, put them in your front lawns, put them in your neighbor's driveway. Do whatever you gotta do. Make everybody around you say, what the fuck is wrong with this motherfucker? Why won't he fucking turn this shit down? And then turn it up louder and say, fuck you, because we fucking like fucking listening to metal, motherfucker. Hell yeah, dude. Crank it up, man. This is more Helms Deep right here on the Zach Moonshine Show.